So what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316, and hopefully we are live. Um, Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had trouble. I couldn't get my microphone working. So if anybody pops up on here while I'm doing a mic check myself, let me know because like I said, for some reason my microphone was not working, and I don't know why. So yeah, it looks like I'm live, and let me double check. And yeah, it does. So hey, cool, man. So Dougie showed up on here and said, "Hey, man, what's going on, Dougie?" And Halloween Ends was trash. I didn't think it was trash. So, but one of the things, if you like my cool Halloween shirt, I was recording my Halloween Ends video right before this. So I'm going to edit it tonight and I'll be posting it tomorrow. So probably drop it at the normal time of 2 p.m. if you guys want to see it. Brian Sanchez, what's going on, my man? And Dougie says, I can hear you well. Appreciate that. Yeah, I checked it on my phone. I don't know what went on with it, man. The first time I went in there, it kept giving me an error saying microphone was not connected. Derek G, you're good. Appreciate it. And then, hey, Jeff. Hey, I left you a message, Phenom Forever. You left a comment on my anniversary video, but you didn't say whether you actually wanted to be included. So as of now, I've got the wheels ready to go with the people on there if you guys wanted to see that. But did you want to jump in on either one of them, because you didn't mention it? I can go ahead and add it if you want before I spin it. So you got the Dollar Tree bundle and you got the Halloween bundle. Halloween bundle was that shirt and the movie, and then the Dollar Tree bundle was these 12 movies. So I'll show you guys the list. And if anybody does pop up live, I said I wasn't going to do this, but um, you said yes. So which one of those do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the Halloween bundle with the shirt and the movie, or do you want to be on the Dollar Tree bundle? Because let me share my Chrome tab here. All right, so you guys can see that. You said yes. Do you want to be on the Dollar Tree bundle, Halloween one? All right, give me 1 second. I'll add you on there. I'm gonna just put Phenom Forever. So you want to be on the Halloween one. So hold on a second. Phenom Forever. It's not adding it. Come on now. So whoever said that, I'm not on that screen now. Tell me what why did you think Halloween Ends was trash? Because I've watched it twice and I think I actually liked it the second time I watched it. All right. So yeah, while we're doing this, anybody like Chris, you said Halloween Ends was trash. Put some comments down there while I'm doing this. David, why the arcade and toy channel? Yes, I do. Yes, you do. What? Do you want to be in on one of the giveaways? I can't keep adding people as they pop up on here, but since I was late coming on, I'll give you one chance. So, do you want to be on the Halloween bundle, which is the movie and the shirt, or do you want to be on the Dollar Tree bundle, which is 12 movies? Or are you saying yes, you do? Because I don't remember seeing your name on either one of the groups. You want to be added on there? Speak now, if ever hold your peace. But like I said, I wanted to be silly. I'm kind of doing a little bit different on the video for Halloween Ends for the review. So yeah, I was wearing this shirt in there and I was telling people that I wore it to distract them from my review, because man, that movie's getting a lot of hate and a lot of venom. And I understand, I know why people don't like it, but if you don't answer, I'm going to go ahead and spin one of these wheels here in a second. So if anybody pops on here and wants to know if they're going to win, I don't want them to get pissed that I haven't. If anybody pops on here, let me get rid of my volume. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spin it then. So I'm sharing, let's see, the Dollar Tree bundle tab. So I think I'm going to go ahead and spin that. If anybody sees that one, I've got Jeff Burgess, I've got Hey Yo Bad Guy here, I've got Cody, I've got Robert Ford, I've got Amy, and I've got Dane. That's the ones I got on there. That's the ones I'm getting ready to run. So if there's anybody on there, how was my day? My day was good. I was busy. I recorded some videos today. I've been a little bit behind. Work was like busy this past week. So my ends video will probably come out tomorrow. And then I've got some steel books I opened. I've got a Dollar Tree hunt I'm posting. I've got a review of Hellraiser that I'm doing. I've got a review of I'm watching Smile maybe tonight before I go to bed. I'm off from work tomorrow. I forget it. It was something else. Oh, I watched Clerks 3. I know you guys probably like horror stuff, but wow, that movie was way better than I expected, and it was pretty emotional. So I might do a review of that. I highly recommend if you like Kevin Smith stuff. Clerks 3 was really good. How you think it? What does that mean? What are you talking about? I went to church. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't get to go to church today. Mess up. Sorry. What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. How you think it X. I don't know what that means. So did you want the Halloween bundle or did you want the Dollar Tree bundle? Because I'm getting ready to run this. The Dollar Tree one's the one on the screens. I'm going to go ahead and run it like it is. There might be somebody who's joined in who wants. We can talk about Halloween ends after this if you guys want to, because I got a few extra minutes. I'm not. And does anybody have a preference? I mean, I was thinking about doing a watch along for Halloween ends. If I did, would you guys want to do it on Friday night at 10 or Sunday night? Which would be better for you guys? Because I could do it either night. All right, well, I'm getting ready to lock this thing down. I'm going to go ahead and run the Dollar Tree bundle because that way if anybody joins into this and wants to see, here's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to spin the wheel, and after it spins, a name's going to win, but that doesn't mean you win. I'm going to remove you from the list. We're going to keep spinning it until all the names are gone, but then when it gets down to 2, then the next one that gets removed, whoever's left over at the very end, is going to be the last man standing, the last woman standing, last person standing, whatever you want to say, and they're going to win the bundle. So we're going to do an elimination spin. I make movie content on my channel. Hey, that's cool. Halloween film. All right, I can put you on there. Is that the one I put you on? Yep, you're on the Halloween one. Okay, so I'm going to run the Dollar Tree one first. So everybody that's on there is locked in, and we're going to spin that wheel. So here we go. And like I said, you don't win, you get eliminated first. Well, if Dane's watching, he's the first one eliminated. It's going to clap, but no, you're removed from the list. So let's spin it again. We'll do this as quick as we possibly can. That way we can chat a few minutes if you guys want. Hey, yo, bad guy. Hey, I kind of liked his name because that's from Scott Hall, if you didn't know, and I'm a WWE fan. Oh, look at that. It's kind of like the wheel on Price is Right when that thing just barely clicks over. Oh, it's going to be down to Robert Ford and Cody. And that's pretty cool. I mean, I appreciate everybody who supports me, but those two guys usually show up pretty often, especially Cody. So I really like it that somebody who is a true supporter of my channel and comes on the live streams and stuff might win. So not that I don't appreciate everybody, but it's just kind of cool. And look at there. I don't even know if he's on there. I'll answer your questions. Hey, yo, bad guy. Good luck to you on going to bed. Got to get up early. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't win, man. I really appreciate your support. Keep watching my videos. So the winner of this was the Dollar Tree bundle, is my man Cody. And so I'll be contacting him if he's not on here. And hit me up on Instagram if I don't hit you up first, or Messenger or whatever. And then I need your address. And I don't know when I'll be able to ship these out. I've got a lot going on tomorrow, which is the reason I took off work. So we'll see. It'll probably be later in the week. So that's the first wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and close this tab out. So Cody is the winner. So let me share the next one. That worked out pretty well. So Halloween bundle is next. And here are the names we got on there. Edward, Tracy, Jill Sandwich Plays, RWR Movie Reviews, Hazel McGee, Scott Gideon, Derek G, and Phenom. And I misspelled it. Let's get it right. That might be lucky. So I'll save it in case it messes up and we have to go back. So here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel, and this is for the Halloween bundle. You get a shirt and you get the 3-pack movies. So let's see. Like I said, elimination style again. Oh, sorry, Phenom, brother. You're the first one eliminated. I'm going to do plenty of others. If we keep growing this channel, like the next milestone, maybe 1,800, we're pretty, we're over 1,600 now. I'm definitely going to do a big one when we hit 2,000. So spread the word. Scott Gideon is the next one coming off of there. Edward is off. Sorry. This will get us to the final 4. And oh, that was pretty close. So Hazel hung on. Any of you that's here at the end on there watching? Let's see, it's like 8, I think, live. So, oh man, RWR, you're gone. So we're down to 3. Oh, I love her name, Jill Sandwich Plays. Look at here. It's down to the final 2. You can cut the tension with a knife. Look at there. So we'll remove this one, and our winner is Tracy Allen. Congratulations, Tracy. I really appreciate it. So I don't forget, Cody's snapped a picture of that one just so you guys know. Snap a picture of that. I might use that when I create the thumbnail for this thing. I didn't even have time to do that. So stop sharing that tab so I can close it out. So we had our 2 winners. So we had Cody and Tracy. So if you watch this now or later and you normally talk to me, then hit me up on either Messenger or Instagram. I need your address. The movies will go out media mail later this week. And if not, if we don't normally talk, that's the way you get in touch with me. I'm JEFFMAN316 on Instagram. I usually check it a couple times a day. And then if you follow the page on Facebook, JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger as well. So that's kind of cool. Let me go see if I got any messages. How long they be another Halloween film after ends? They haven't said. Blumhouse announced recently that they, this was the end of their deal. So they only have 3. So there is no production company that signed on right now, from what I know, to do another Halloween movie. So everybody in the chat, have you guys seen Halloween Ends? Do you know how it actually, quote unquote, ends? If so, let me know what you think. And then that was where Hey Yo Bad Guy was here. And then Jill, congrats to the winner. Yeah, sorry you didn't win, but I appreciate you being here to watch it. So Jill, have you watched Halloween Ends? If so, what did you think of it? And where did you come up with that cool screen name, Jill Sandwich Plays? I like that. Did you think of that before you started doing YouTube? Was that something you used before? I guess is what I meant. But yeah, hey, anybody that's left here, Dougie, if you still here, any of you guys, if you watched Halloween Ends, I'd like to know your opinions. We don't have to stay on here and chat very long, but if anybody's seen it, like I said, I just recorded my review. Yes, I liked it. So that's good to hear. Pretty toxic if you ask me. I'm a member of multiple Facebook groups, Killer Flicks. It's a Halloween horror fan, a bunch of them, and it's pretty much 70-30, if not 80-20, of hatred of it versus liking it. And I will say this is not going to spoil much from my review, but a lot of the hatred seems to stem from whether you think Michael Myers is the 100% most important part of the movie. And I understand there's a lot of people that think that, and I understand that that's very important to the movie, but that's ultimately not why I was a fan of Halloween. The first movie is so unique and it's good, for its low budget. They had to be creative. And I do like the fact that it's almost like you come full circle with this. Because remember, there's only 4 movies in this timeline. So you got the OG 78 movie, you got Halloween 2018, you got Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. And it's kind of like it bookends the story nicely. You get the very subtle movie, the first one. I don't know if people realize Michael Myers does not get a lot of screen time in that. So the amount of screen time is probably actually less than what he gets in Halloween Ends. But I don't think a lot of people know that. So the first 30 minutes of Halloween is building up to him becoming the shape and you seeing him. I think between that Michael being disrespected and them adding the Corey character in there, I think is what a lot of people hate. I heard they had plans for Bray to take one of Roman's titles. I sure as hope the hell they do. I just had a big long argument. If you, I don't want to call it argument. Because I don't argue with people online, back and forth with somebody who called me a hater of Roman. Got my name from a quote in the first Resident Evil game. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, I was a late to the party evil Resident Evil person, so I didn't play all the games, and the first one had been out for a while before I ever even played it. So to get back to what you're saying, that's wrestling related. If anybody didn't know, so Roman Reigns got both titles. It was stupid as hell the way they did that. He's telling me I may want to turn the Cowboys back on, brother. Dude, they were getting their ass kicked. Why do I want to see that shit? Cooper Rush needs to go. What am I looking at? 20-10. And the Eagles got the ball and it's 4th and 19. So they sacked him. I don't think so, man. I don't think they're going to come back. Either way, I think Cooper gets down back to reality, and then they bring Dak back in the next game, and then they got a couple easy games. Not anymore. What was that? You may want to turn the Cowboys back on, brother, and then not anymore. Why? What happened? Either way, we'll talk about that later. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but hey, I did ask the question earlier, and I don't know if anybody's here now that since the movie is so polarizing, I like getting people's opinions of it. My review of Ends will post tomorrow, probably, if not Tuesday. Does anybody interested in doing a watch along? I've got a TV in the same room right here where I could put it up on there and we could do a watch along. I've got a Roku, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but if you got a newer Roku device, it's kind of cool because you can put headphones on. Like I got the Roku app on my iPhone, and you can listen to the movie through the Roku app. So that way we wouldn't actually have it playing, because I know they'll hit me with a copyright strike or copyright claim if I try to play it. But would anybody like to do a watch along with Halloween Ends with me? I'd like to watch it again, and that would be a good way to do it where I wouldn't just be sitting there by myself. I know my wife doesn't want to watch it again already, but I could do it either night, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Later at night would probably work better for me. So if anybody's on here, do you think they should have left it open and that could be still alive and ends? Sure, I'd stop by. What night? You want to do it on Friday night, 10 o'clock, like I've been doing my lives? I could do that. Or I could do it Sunday, but I know Drum Dums does a lot of horror live streams on Sunday night. Seems like Friday night late, a lot of people don't do that kind of horror / watch alongs and stuff like that. But to go back to what you said, do you think all right, I'll go ahead and spoil one little line that I did in my review. I do think that maybe they should have, even if he didn't live, they maybe should have done a redemption story for Corey and either had him live or had him try to save Allison. Um, Hold on a second, I had to come. But no, I don't think they should have let Michael live. This version of Michael is 70, almost 70 years old. I say that and everybody bitches at me. Oh, he's only 65 or 66. Whatever, dude. He's going on 70 years old. He got demolished in Kills, and he's been down in the sewer rotting for 4 years. If you're going to stick with the plot line that he's been in the sewer for 4 years, then yes, I do think he should have died in this movie. We need to get this version of Michael over with. I think they need to reboot it somewhere. Maybe have the Michael from Halloween 4 or 5 still be alive, or just totally reboot it altogether and have a different version of Michael. The Blackest Eye says, "Hello, Jeff. Sorry, it's been a while." Yeah, what's up, brother? I mean, maybe it was because I switched to Friday nights doing live. I hadn't seen you in a while. I'm just going for a smoke. Be back in a jiffy. When you come back, let me know what I would like to know what you think of Halloween Ends. We have smoke breaks here. I went Michael Myers still alive. That's what you meant. Yeah, I don't think this version of Michael Myers should be alive. I mean, legit, if you're in this timeline, I mean, what is he going to be? Even if you went with the thought that he was supernatural, which I don't think he is in this timeline. I mean, eventually the vessel that he's in is going to die. I mean, he's a man. So he's already broken down as it is. I mean, look how much damage he took in Kills. He would eventually age and die. His body would die of natural causes anyway. So I don't want a 70-year-old Michael Myers running around. It's unrealistic. I really want them to reboot it and have a different version of him. Grandpa Michael was on his last legs. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I see both sides. You don't want the character disrespected, but dude, a 70-year-old Michael Myers running around trying to kill, young people this day and age, I think that's a little damn unrealistic. Um, so yeah, this version of Michael needed to die. They need to do something like they did in the last Friday the 13th or something. I mean, it's also a little unrealistic. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he's the same age. He's in his 60s. I mean, these guys will eventually get to the point where they can't outrun anybody. Um, I can understand why Michael's weak being so old and beat up. Kind of glad they finally killed him off. Yeah, see, you're more like I am. I like the character, but I even say in the review, I like the Halloween movie, the original one, because of everything, not just Michael. The plot, the characters, the music, the atmosphere, everything about it. The story, it was original. But yeah, I mean, having it to where it's the same Michael Myers living after all this time, eventually he's going to die, and I think this is the best way to do it. Now, they probably could have done it a different way. I even said, I wish, I didn't say it in my review, but I almost wish they had introduced Corey in one of the movies prior to Halloween Ends. Like maybe have it to where he went to school with Allison and introduced him in uh, 2018 as a minor character and she knew him or something. Maybe that'd have been more realistic, or have it to where his traumatic event was known and you could have done that as a flashback in Ends, and maybe he had already been pulled over to where he's more thinking of revenge or evil or something. I think they tried to cram too much exposition into the first 30 minutes of the movie, and OG Michael Myers Halloween fans went into this movie and was like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, what the hell? And then you finally see him. But as I always say, Michael Myers imprinted on this town long before that, and everything, the DJ mentioned him. Lori had already been mentioned. She got confronted at the grocery store. Everybody is reminded of Michael. Michael has destroyed this town from the inside. So Michael was there indirectly, whether people like to think that way or not. This movie actually had a fucking plot, actually had some story, had some character development. And when did we ever get any of that in a Halloween movie? When they tried to do that, it was during Halloween 6 and you got the Cult of Thorn stuff. So I made a joke to somebody on one of the Facebook groups and said, I'll take this version of Halloween and this in Halloween Ends long before I take a version of Michael Myers that is controlled by a cult I like my Michael more mysterious, or has incest with his niece and impregnates her. And somebody commented under that and told me, well, it would be his cousin. And I was like, well, number one, are you trying to justify that it's okay for them to be together? Or number two, it was Lori's daughter there, and if Lori and Michael were brother and sister, it's not his cousin, so it was his niece. So yeah, we don't need to see any of that shit in our Halloween movies. I think they should make a sequel after ends bunch of pumpkins and they flame up and Michael burst out of them. The spirit of Halloween brought him back. He's reborn because he's part of it. Nah, I don't want any of that. If you do it and it's not really part of this timeline, I don't. Michael was not supernatural in this timeline, no matter what. He might have been superhuman, but he wasn't supernatural. Um, Everybody talks about, oh, they locked eyes and he transferred his power or whatever. I'm like, that's not what happened. They shared a moment in there, and Michael saw the evil, I think, in Corey's eyes, and that's why he let him go. And then Corey basically like started questioning, well, why did Michael let me go? And so at that point, I think that was what started triggering Corey to go to the dark side, so to speak. Um, I like that part of the movie. I mean, like I said, uh, getting rid of all that corny dialogue by Lori and having her more grounded. This is the version of Lori that I wish we had gotten in Halloween Kills. Maybe Halloween Kills should have done a little bit of a time jump or something. Like I said, they crammed too much movie into here. It should have had a little more stalking by Michael. It should have had a little less Corey. But I didn't mind Corey. I thought it was a well written character. And I thought it was good showing all the different aspects of how that town, the theme of this, basically lost its boogeyman and jumped all over Lori and Allison and then jumped all over Corey. So if you go for story, I mean, I think they did a pretty damn good job of adding some elements um, that we hadn't seen before. It's just too jarring to somebody who went into this. The marketing is the worst part. The marketing of this movie was 99% Lori versus Michael. And you get that in the last, what, 10, 15 minutes of the movie. That fight between them should have been a little bit longer because you saw all of it in the TV spots. But with that being said, I think one of the things, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, one of the things that I think prepared me was having this YouTube channel and dissecting the trailers and going through everything and getting to the realization that Michael was not going to be the main killer, that it was going to be a copycat killer. Having it to the point to where I was already, like I said, I joke in the review, I'd already been through the 5 stages of grief with Michael Myers. I already knew what was happening, so maybe it helped prepare me. But if anybody watched my videos, they should have been prepared themselves. Hold on there, Daisy. I got something for you. Go ahead, man. Hit me with it. I know, like I said, OG Michael Myers fans hate this movie, and I understand it. I mean, I see both sides of it. I think a good reviewer needs to be a little unbiased and needs to be able to think about films, all the aspects of them, and not just focus on one thing. I heard the difference. The difference in what? What did you hear the difference in? But another thing that I was thinking about doing a video on is there were legit 3, if not 4 endings to this movie that would have been totally different than what we got. And maybe comparing them would be something good to discuss. Maybe it would be cathartic. Maybe it would make people feel better about themselves, knowing that there's maybe one better ending that could have been better, and there was at least 3 that would have been total trash. Yeah, I heard that that even if it wasn't 100% evil passing to Lori, that she changed somewhat after Michael died. And you notice they had that moment where they were holding hands and you saw the reflection of it in the blood, but that Allison saw something in Lori after she killed Michael and that made her leave. And that it was kind of like open ended where what happened. But the reason I think Jamie Lee Curtis is the reason they didn't do that. And the reason that I say that is because, after what happened in H2O and after listening to her give speeches and shit about it, there was no way with her as a producer of this movie that she was going to let Michael win. I already knew Michael was dying in this movie because of her. I hated Ends at the Cinema, but I rewatched it and it's a good film. It's a bad Halloween. It's a bad conclusion of the quadrilogy. It's a good anthology story. Yeah, I see that point. Like I said, it's a good movie. It's way better at all the aspects of storytelling, cinematography, music, throwbacks. It's really way more respectful to the material than people are giving it credit for. But it's a bad. I don't even know if I'd say it's a bad Halloween movie, because if you think of Halloween Season of the Witch, I think that's a good Halloween movie. It's a bad Michael Myers movie. Like, they disrespect his character a little too much, but I could see where they were going with this because of the way that things went in the first two movies of the main part. Michael died in the fire in 2018, kills his what if, and ends as an anthology. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, I'm fine with that as well. I like movies because they're objective, and people, if you don't like them, you can at least try to put some different spins on it. Um, I could see, yeah, I mean, being an anthology movie. But with that being said, if that's the case, why would Michael need to be involved if it was an anthology? Michael's cameo. You do realize that Michael was in the ends more than he was in the 78 movie, right? He was only in like 9 minutes and 38 seconds, is what somebody told me in the original, if you count all of his screen time, just where his face is on there. Um, he's not in Halloween. It's all atmosphere, it's all tension, it's all music, it's all leading to where is he there, is he not? His presence is there, but the character isn't. So he's not in the original Halloween very much. Laurie touches Michael. Um, yeah, they hold hands. Have you seen it? I don't want to spoil too much, but you're on here and we're already talking about it. I mean, they legit are holding hands after she slits his wrists. I mean, they show it and then they show the reflection of it. I think that's on purpose. As you see the blood pouring on the floor, they show a reflection of her holding Michael's hand as he dies. Yeah, but Michael's presence is felt. I think Michael's presence is felt in this. In every scene, there's somebody's talking about the boogeyman died, but you brought him to the town. They're showing people that survived his attack. Lori and Alex, they're just doing it a different way, I guess. It's not scary. It's realistic. Um, Michael's better in the shadows. Yeah, I agree with that. Like the one scene where Michael followed Corey to the house and saw Lori, they needed a couple more of those. I really do think they needed Allison in jeopardy of maybe Michael attacking her and Corey wavering back and forth because of that, because of his love for Allison / his need for revenge. But the movie had some really good movie. Here I didn't put a lot of this in my review. Shit, I was talking for 15 minutes and I could have talked about this movie for 2 hours. And that's why I want to do a watch along. Is I want to be able to talk more about it. I accept ends. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And see, you're also a movie fan, which is why. But you're talking about Michael in the shadows. One of the problems that I have with this movie is it's got good scenes in it, like the junkyard. That's some pretty good tense moments. It's got awesome music in that part. It's not as good as music as the 2018, Shape Hunts Allison, but it's good. The junkyard scene is good and the radio station scene is good. But here's what I wanted. And if you watch any of my videos about Halloween Ends, they bait and switched you, I think, or at least maybe one of the cuts of the movie was supposed to be that there was sometimes a little bit of mystery about when Michael was there versus when Corey was there. Um, they were always zooming in on Corey's ring. I'm not going to mention that. I didn't mention a lot about that in my review because it was long enough, but I want to do a video about the different versions. And that'll be one of them. Like, there's still scenes in this cut that show his ring. And then in all the photos that they were showing leading up to the movie coming out, there was all that where people were like, is that Michael or is that Corey? For a fact when it's Michael and when it's Corey in this movie. And I think if they had a little mystery behind it, people would have liked it a little more. And I don't think they should have told you. I think that they should have made it ambiguous whether it was Michael or Corey, and you had to figure it out whether it was his coveralls were a little different, whether the mask fit a little different, whether you could see a ring on his finger. Because once Corey's hands got covered in blood, it was hard to tell whether his hands were Michael's or his or not. You're right, the blackest eyes. Forgot about that scene. Which scene? Which one were you talking about? Like when they locked eyes together? You think that meant Laurie had somewhat respect for Michael holding his hands? No, I don't. I think it was more like a rest in peace. Like she knew he was dying, and it was more of a closure for her. Sensational Cinema made it to the stream. Appreciate you, brother. I did the giveaways, and then so we were talking a little bit about Halloween Ends. But to answer your question, Duke, yeah, Michael standing behind Lori. Yeah, they needed a little more of that in the movie. Hey, brother. Hey, if you caught the beginning of it, I did the spin the wheel, make the deal, as they say in WWE, and guess what? You won, brother. I think you won the shit. Which bundle did you win? I took a photo. Where is it? You won the Dollar Tree bundle, Cody. So you need to hit me up on Messenger or Instagram and send me your address so I can send them to you this week. Hey, Cinema, is what Blackest Eyes said. The scene where Allison sees the shape in the mirror and screams, that was in the trailer. Oh, there was a lot. That was another thing I was thinking about doing a video on it. There's a lot. I'm going to tell you this. I had somebody complain about how much Halloween content I was making. Dude, this is like once in a lifetime. This movie, they're not going to be another Halloween movie for like probably 3 to 5 years. So there's so much to talk about. I did. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, thank you for supporting the channel. So yeah, hit me up on either Instagram or Facebook Messenger and send me your address and I'll get them out to you sometime this week. Sister, my name's Suzette. Oh, yeah, sorry. I knew that. You told me that before. I just got confused. I was so excited. I was rambling about Halloween Ends. Yeah, sorry, I knew that. I did. Awesome. And he said, hi guys, and then forgive me, Suzette. Yeah, so what were we talking about now? I got all off track. But we were talking about how the Halloween Ends, the Corey storyline. Like I said, I think I was more forgiving of it because I knew all the shit that was happening before because of all my videos I digest. No problem. I'm not bitchy. I know. No, we didn't say you were. But no, I do apologize. I got so many, I had so many comments popping up, which is a good thing. I want this channel to grow. I imagine when I see those people, that are like only answer the super chats, when they grow. I mean, that's the bad part about growing, but I love it when all you guys who are some of my regulars pop up on here. But, yeah, we've been talking about it. My review of Halloween Ends is going to be more positive than negative, but I'm always a realist. I understand the negativity towards this movie. And I do think the marketing, as I said a minute ago, played into it because hardcore, diehard Halloween fans who didn't want to be spoiled may have only watched 1 or 2 trailers. And they went into it thinking that this movie was going to have a lot of Michael Myers in it. And since you couldn't always tell in the trailer, whether it was Michael or Corey doing the killing. That's why I started doing all those dissecting videos. And I was actually proving that 90% of the kills in the trailer were Corey. And that's where I got my, I think I started getting pissed about the Corey. People started asking me, why are you so mad? Why are you so pissed? I knew the direction the movie was going to go. I knew Michael wasn't going to be the focal point. And then I think, like I jokingly said, I went through the 5 stages of grief of my loss of Michael Myers. And I got to the end of I had accepted it before I even saw the movie. And it's such a turd of a movie. I disagree. I kind of liked it. It's a turd of a movie if you wanted Michael Myers in it, but I liked the movie overall. Jeff, I have 2 awesome posters of Ends. My sisters Ex-boyfriend was working at the cinema. Only British guy to get promotional stuff, maybe. That's cool, man. I'd love to have an Halloween Ends poster. That'd be amazing. I used to know somebody that ran the local video store, and I used to get all the posters. I've got a OG Halloween 4 poster hanging over there on the wall now. But yeah, I don't know anybody that can give me that kind of stuff now. So that's kind of sad. I'm a bit shy to comment, but sometimes I pop into chat and I really like your channel vibe. Appreciate it. Hey man, I'm just a laid back movie lover. My top two movies that I love are Jaws and Halloween. Anytime I got a chance, I know one person bitched that I did too much Halloween content. Anytime I got a chance to talk about Halloween, the movie just came out and it's so polarizing. What am I? I'm not. I have to talk about Halloween. Give it another chance. When I watched it at the beginning, I remember sitting on the couch and I heard the DJ come up over the logos, and then I heard the theme music, and then that first scene happened, and the mother was screaming. I looked at my wife and was like, "That blue font, this is Halloween 3 vibes. They've done something different. Michael and Lori and Allison is not in the main scene. This is going to be headed down a different path." I was already prepared for it, so I just went for the ride. But if you didn't, you went into it expecting Michael. Yeah, sorry. If they don't have it where Michael was weak, you could have made a film that takes between kills and ends, and Michael went somewhere else, killing people maybe a year after he disappeared. Yeah, I agree. Um, I was telling everybody leading up to this, if you guys don't remember, in a lot of streams, and I had one guy that was kind of arguing with me that the damage that Michael took in kills was going to catch up to him. Um, he kills and he transcends. That only works so much when you still have a human vessel, whether you're supernatural or evil or whatever it is. You still got a almost 70-year-old body, and it can only take so much. He sustained a lot of damage in these last two movies, and it caught up to him. It's realistic. Yeah, don't be shy, man. I mean, my channel, you could 100% polar opposite, like you said, the ends is a turd. Dude, I agree with a lot of the points that people were making. I just happen to like a lot of the movie. I liked more than I hated. Good way to put it. The ending looked like the town was headed out to the Friday night school football game. Parking is $5. That's pretty funny. I like that. I should have waited and recorded my video and used that in there. That's pretty funny. I like the ending. They had some big balls to everybody was saying, Jeff, you're overreacting. They can't kill Michael. It's in the contract. Well, Rob Zombie killed him. There is no contract right now that says that. They can take artistic liberties and do whatever they want. I mean, I knew Michael was dying. Like I said, number one, Jamie Lee wasn't going to let him live after the way her character is treated. And number two, you could just see that was the path they were going down. So I think maybe introducing the Corey character was a good way to lessen the blow. Thanks at Blackest Eyes. Yeah, man, chime in. And nothing is wrong, nothing is right here. Same, Jeff. I miss the good old video stores. Yeah, man, I used to get a ton of posters when I was in college. I came back home. I worked part-time still in the same town, and I used to still get that. I've got Saw 2 poster rolled up in my basement. I've got Batman posters. I just don't have any room for them, but I got a Jaws 3D like Hallmark poster hanging up on one side. I don't have a lot of room for posters in here with all the collectibles I got in here, but I got the Halloween 4 poster over there. Duke, I talk a lot of crap on YouTube. LOL, be you and be proud. Amen, brother. Yeah, nobody cares what we say around here. I mean, you can love or hate any movie, and I'm still going to like you. It's movies. Those people are being too. It's like everything else on there. Hey, it's kind of like Halloween Kills. It's Evil Dies Tonight. If you like, I felt I was getting attacked on Facebook by saying that I liked Halloween Ends, and I hated the fact that people had to lead positive comments by going, "Well, I'm sorry," or "I hope you don't mind me saying this." Whatever. I mean, say whatever you want. Resurrection can go fuck off. I'll already tell you, I'm trying to put my ranking together. That's the next. So y'all post the review, and then I think around the 24th we have to post our ranking, and then I'm done with that review series. And I was proud of the work that I did for that. So I didn't want to do a funny skit opening up Halloween Ends. So just like they did, I did something a little different. So hopefully you guys will like it. It's a little more creative, and it involves Michael a little more. But yeah, I didn't mind Ends. It was never boring to me. Wish there was also more OG Michael before a movie. It was fun watch despite the messy bits. Yeah, and which one of these movies did not have messy bits? As I said, one Michael movie has got um, the possibility of incest in it, and another one has got, Michael controlled by um, a cult. Another one's got him in jail with his mask on, and he gets broken out of jail. I think these people forget how cheesy some of these Halloween movies were. They just like the fact that it had Michael Myers in it. But I mean, how many times can you get the same thing over and over again and not try to be a little different with it? So I just think they're giving it too much crap. I liked it. The damn sheriff at the end cracks me up. Like, dude, where have you been tonight? Yeah, that's true. Um, did it seem like to you that Frank was semi-retired? I guess he's retired. Then why is he leading the charge at the end? Like, he's the one. The sheriff should have been in there. Like, let's get him. I did say the sheriff redeemed himself a little bit in my eyes when he was like, that's not the way we're going to do it tonight or whatever. When one of the cops spoke up. Exactly, said Duke. Artist objective. I love Halloween 6 theatrical, but I know why people hate it. Yeah, I think I like the producer's cut. Other than the end, chop that off and put the theatrical ending on it, and I think I like that better. I love Jason Takes a Boat. My favorite Friday the 13th movie is Friday the 13th 6 and 7. Those are my two. They swap. Sometimes I like 7, sometimes I like 6, and then I like 4. So I mean, that shows you my taste there. I just like the take on Jason. I love it when Jason gets the nails in the head and he pulls it out and he looks pissed. For the first time ever, Jason showed some emotion in that movie. I heard this was a reshoot, but was in the film. Allison shoots Corey and he falls like Michael did in the original, and she looks and he's gone. Yeah, that was one of the endings I heard. There was also another one where Corey died, and in the ambulance, the power transfers to him, and then he wakes up and wrecks the ambulance, I think. There was another one where the like somebody mentioned, the evil got transferred to Lori. I really do think, here's the reason I think the Michael getting ground up is different. Isn't the original ending they shot. Hold on a second. How could Allison be so in love with anything Myers related at all? Her listing after Corey was not believable. Her lusting after Corey? I don't know. They say broken people are kind of like attracted to each other. I don't know. And then he's laughing. Blackest Eyes is laughing. But I heard one of the endings was that the reason that I think the grinder was not the original ending was because Lindsay wasn't there. Damn, they had like 5 endings. Yes, they did. Well, I mean, you don't know. You know they at least had 3 because they did 3 screenings and each one of them had a different ending, they said. But here's the reason that I think the grinder wasn't the original ending. Lindsay wasn't there. I think she filmed her scenes and some of them got cut. There was some of the behind the scenes where she's in Lori's house carving pumpkins, and you only get the one where they're sitting there drinking wine, talking about tarot cards. But I think Lindsay would have been in the procession. There's no way. I mean, you let her live. Why was she not there at the end? But you had the old woman who got stabbed in the throat. So why was she not there? So I think that was after she had already left, and they went back and did some reshoots. So the main characters that were there, or they tacked on some people that were available. That's my opinion. I think that's why. I love Jason, but I'm a bit of a Pamela purist. I prefer her over Jason. Really? And then I don't know. If you're a Pamela purist, you won't like what they did in that recent hey, we must be getting some traction. We got porn comments. Let me block these in case anybody is offended with knowing that Tinder hot dates are available with the best dating apps. To show you how fair we are, I've looked ahead at a comment. And I'm going to put this on here. My Eagles are back up by 9 with 7 minutes to go. Boo. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I knew they were going to probably lose because Cooper Rush is garbage and they were playing a decent defense finally. And I knew he would probably throw some picks tonight. So he comes back down to earth. Dallas settles back in with Dak, and then we move ahead from there. And Dallas got a lot of easy games coming up, so I'm not so sad. I'm more mad that the Dodgers lost than I am that the Cowboys are going to lose. And then he's laughing. You weren't paying any attention. You was making love while that young boy drowned. Yeah, I agree with that. What I was going to say is the fan film that I'm going to be reviewing this week is Vengeance 2 Bloodlines, which continues the Halloween, the Friday 13th Part 6 storyline. And it's really good. They even bring back Tom Matthews, and they bring back some other OG characters from other horror movies and Friday 13 movies. But there's a scene in there where they claim that Elias Voorhees was the one who killed the counselors at the beginning of Friday 13th Part 1, because you never see who does it. Are you planning on taking on another franchise next? I don't know. I had so many people bitching that I did too much Halloween content. The only 2 Halloween videos I know I'm going to do soon are the different versions and what one I would have preferred. And I'm probably going to do one where I'm complaining about the Corey versus Michael and why they switched and didn't show us why they didn't make it more of a mystery. Why did they ended up turning it into more of a you knew exactly when Corey was killing? Pamela's story is great. Yeah, it is. I mean, I love her motivation in that first movie. That's pretty awesome. And it's a twist that really could not have been recreated after, once it was done. It would be hard for anybody to redo one like that because it would just be copying. You think we ever see 2 other endings? I don't know, but we are getting an extended version and deleted scenes on the Blu-ray in 4K from what I read today. So that'll be good. My Niners lost, but my Yankees won, so I'll take it. Yeah, I don't mind the Yankees since the Dodgers lost. It'll sound odd, but I may go for the Yankees because I like Judge. Never really liked the Niners, though, being a Cowboys fan. Oh, I have dirt. Lindsay got a clause in her contract, no attack scene, because she got a nasal fracture on Halloween Kills. She had a plastic surgeon set her nose. Workman comp case, nose job, courtesy of Blumhouse. Well, I was fine with that. I think she would have lived. Why not just have her in the procession at the end is what I meant. I don't think Lindsay should have been killed in it. I loved your Halloween videos. People just like to be upset. If they don't like your content, they can make their own. No, I don't want to just be known as a Halloween guy because there's a lot of people that are better than me. And there's a lot of people that are handling these Halloween content year round. But I want to be able to sprinkle it in every once in a while. But I was passionate about it. So anything I'm passionate about, if they come up with a Friday the 13th reboot, which they probably are next year, then I'll tackle that with the same enthusiasm that I did that. But I really appreciate it because I worked hard on some of those Halloween videos. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm just learning a lot of this stuff. Oh, no, that was definitely Pamela, but I'll give it a watch. Yeah, I couldn't tell from the hands, but what makes you think it was 100% Pamela? Just discounting if you saw the hands. Yeah, Judge is a beast. Yeah, it's hard not to like him, and he's such a good guy. Yeah. But Elias should have been added to the 2023 Friday the 13th. Should be added. Yeah, I agree with that. That'd be a really good character. The Elias in the fan film is played by C.J. Graham that played Jason in Friday 13th Part 6. So it's a good connection there. It's kind of cool. Would love some more Sterling videos. Hey, I just made a really cool deal with old David Sterling and got a new box set from him. My damn phone battery died while I've been in here. Sorry, I've been in here so long. That Sterling Entertainment box set that's got the like exploitation movies in it. I forget what it was. He cut me a really good deal on it. Spread your wings, do whatever you want on your channel. My channel is a bit of a variety. Yeah, I know. I checked out your stuff, and mine is I need to spread out more. I think, like you said, you start with what you know, and I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite movies. So this was a good jumping point. I don't think I'm going to have to go back and revisit a lot of these reviews. I think the ranking may change, and I may go back and revisit Halloween Ends later if I like it more, if I'm more enthusiastic about it. But I love movies, so I don't know. I mean, I would love to be able to tackle some series after that, but I don't know which one I would want to do. What's up, Dougie? Appreciate you stopping by and seeing you on the chat. I know you stopped by and said hi a couple times. I'll be here. The Friday 13 reboot is going to be exciting. It's been forever since we got one. I love the reboot from a couple of years ago. Yeah, that was really good. It was a couple things in it I would have changed, but it was good overall. I like that how they led in. I think one of the videos I want to do is best opening sequences of any of my favorite movies, and that would definitely be one of them. Because I was saying, what a movie really needs to hook you, and I kind of like this beginning of Halloween Ends, man. It kind of hooks you. If you were a casual moviegoer and you didn't need a slasher Michael Myers movie, Ends is the perfect movie to watch. I did an unexpected interview with Joe Sherlock last week on my show. It was a blast. Really? That's kind of cool. How is he a nice guy? I've never talked to him. I chatted with him in some messages when I was going back and forth about buying that Joe Sherlock box sets, and he seemed like a nice guy. Maybe I should get him to do an interview on the channel. Because Elias was added in the comics. I don't think Elias existed in 79. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think they thought of that at all. I don't even think that was part of the equation. Hopefully show the girl behind the death scene. Yeah, that's Marcy, the male girl from Joe Bob, and she said that her scene was extended, and that'll be one of the deleted extended scenes. Wait, 81. I need to check the date of Friday 1. Yeah, well, that was 80. That was 1980, right? Friday the 13th, the first one. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Old School, I like your name. Appreciate you coming by. I did a giveaway earlier, and we're just sitting here bullshitting about Halloween Ends and a couple other things. Jason running Beast. Yeah, can you? That's why one of the things I liked it. Can you imagine him being menacing, like agile, kind of like Rob Zombie's version of Michael Myers? I like that. Can't wait, Duke. We need Freddy back also. Yeah, Freddy's a little touchy. I hated that last reboot. I think that was one of the worst reboots or ever. How does the giveaway work? Are you announcing giveaway winners? I already did, brother. I posted a couple videos, so sorry. You had to comment on my videos, and then I put you in one of the giveaways, and I already ran them earlier today. When this posts, you can go back and watch it. Don't worry, you're not missing out because the channel seems to be growing a little bit. I haven't got an account in a couple of days, but let's see where we're at live. 1638. I'll do another one maybe when we hit 1800. I definitely would do a really big giveaway when we hit 2000. So you guys spread the word, get some more people on here, and get me some new subscribers. Looking forward to the Strangers trilogy as well. I kind of am, but I'm one of the ones that, as I've watched the original two movies, I really loved The Strangers when it came out, but I've started liking Strangers Pray at Night more the more I've watched it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the 80s vibes, and the music, and it's just got, I don't know. The original Strangers, once you watch it and you get the hook, it's kind of boring. It's really slower paced. I like that that they divide up and conquer more in the sequel, and to me, it just seems like the pacing of it is a little better. Having more characters helped too, instead of just the two. Yeah, he was great. He brought direct from him several times. We chatted for over 2 hours. Wow, that's kind of cool. What's the name of that website? Is it Makeflix, where you can buy those box sets? Yeah, this is the one I bought, man. See if you can see this. The Mark Baranowski box set. That one. Can you see that? That's the one I just got in the mail. So I'll unbox it on the channel so you can see it. Totally agree. The Blackest Eyes. Freddy needs his big moment. A lot of OG slashers need some love. I also wanted to see the Collected. Sad shit. Yeah, that I was so looking forward. Those movies are so underrated. That would be a great video. The most underrated horror movies. You know what I would like to start doing maybe is we come up with a topic and we get on live stream and we bounce it back and forth, and I help get a list combined together like that one. We could do most underrated horror movies. The Collection is one of the most underrated movies series that there is. I love those movies. Collected, we need. Freddy has to be England. Yeah, I think they need to give Freddy one more movie. I mean, it's all mask and all makeup. Nobody will know how old he is. And it's not like Freddy ran around crazy. He pops up in and out of dreams. Once again, look, we got some adult messages on here. Look at that, Tender Hot Dates. We must be in the algorithm. And I'm blocking the user. Oh well. It's nice to get in the algorithm every once in a while. What did I miss? Let me see. Sorry, since you started Friday live streams been put on it. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I mean, I'm always willing to switch back and forth. I wanted to do the announcement and of the winners and stuff Sunday night, since that was the night I normally come on here. It seems like I get sort of about the same amount of traffic, but the mainstays seem to be divided up between Friday and Sunday. So I really don't know what to do about that. Cool. I look forward to seeing the unboxing. Haven't got that one yet. Yeah, I don't know any of those movies, and a lot of them are old. They're like full screen releases, but yeah, I'm okay with that. Are you going to buy the new Paranormal Activity box set? I wasn't. That's the only way you can get the new one, but I did hear really good things about that documentary that's on there. They say it's really good. It's like a feature length 2-hour documentary about it. I agree. Collector and collection are both fun. Yeah, they're really underrated movies, man. A lot of people don't even know they exist when I talk to them. Clown House is out of print on DVD and pretty expensive to buy. Just wondering if it'll come to. Nope. You're not getting Clown House, brother. Sorry. I mean, I assume you know why that's out of print. Because of what happened on set and the director. There is no way anybody's going to release that as far as I'm concerned. I had one of the original out of print DVDs and I sold it way back when I needed some cash when we moved. And I don't remember, I think I got a copy of it back, but the DVD's and then somebody created a Blu-ray of it for me, which is basically just burned, a high def copy of it onto a disc for me. Grow the fan base. Yeah, I know. I'm trying, man. I'm putting all my stuff out on Twitter. Anytime I see anybody like in the horror community posting stuff, I'm trying to get out there. The only thing I need to do is I need to find somebody that can come on and be on the live streams with me, because I think some banter back and forth would help. So if you know anybody out there that wants to come on here, Cody, if you want to come on here, it would be cool to get somebody on here on a regular basis where we could bullshit back and forth. Hatchet is underrated. But that one is not as that's a little in your face with the 80s splatter. The collection and the collector are a little bit it's a little bit different. It's got a different feel to it. It's something unique. Hatchet, man, there's a lot of cheesy 80 campiness to that. So I don't know if a lot of people will I don't know if the fan base of that one is going to grow any more than it already has. Art has become an instant icon, and glad I love art. Yeah. Whenever I can finally see Terrifier 2, I'm going to review it, and then I'm going to go back and talk about the other movies, because most people don't realize how long the character of Art the Clown has been out there. I mean, he's been out for quite a while as far as on shorts on the internet before they ever made Terrifier. You have a good one, Jeff. Take care. Bye. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Sorry you didn't win, but I was glad you got in on the giveaway, though. Terrifier. I'm such a marshmallow with gore. Hostel killed me, but Terrifier is great. I cover my eyes. That's got one of the greatest practical effects scenes in movie when they slice the girl down in the middle. I love it. I'm a big Terrifier fan. A lot of people say it's too cheesy. That's the point. It's supposed to be like a throwback horror movie. It's supposed to be cheesy. I have the Clown House DVD. Feels a little dirty that I have it. Yeah, me too. But I like Jeepers Creepers. I know that nothing really happened on the set of that one. So either way, you got to be able to separate the art from somebody like him, because there's so many other people that made those movies. Agreed. Psychological. Yeah. Hatchet is an acquired taste, or you got to like 80s slashers with a lot of gore in it. Hostel. I love the Hostel movie. Well, I love the first two. The second one is basically just rent, cycle, repeat with females, which is okay with me. But yeah, that third one is it's a decent concept, but the straight to video feel and cheapness of it, man, it makes it hard to like that. Looking forward to Pray for the Devil. Shall be interesting to see if they do something new to Exorcism. Yeah, I agree. I think David Gordon Green showed here he's got the chops to do basically anything he wants with a movie. So, hey, maybe he'll do something cool with that. Um, I ain't seen Terrifier 2 yet. And neither have I. The movie is playing almost like an hour and a half away from me, and I don't know that it's going to be streaming on Screenbox, and I can get that for like $5 a month. So the first month that it's on, I'll subscribe to that, and then I'll be okay with it. I don't need to. I'm not driving an hour and a half to see Art the Clown. I don't know. Was Michael building a dead body wall in his sewer cave like the monsters from Jeepers Creepers? I don't know. No, I'm assuming you're joking because they didn't show any of the bodies. But was that Michael's face print on the wall? Do you think was he leaned on that wall for so long, got that mold on his face? Because that when that guy shined that flashlight on there, you saw like a imprint of a face on there, and even he mentioned it. So Terrifier 2 is interesting. Yeah, don't spoil it for me yet, man. I haven't seen that one yet. The Ninth Circle, All Hallows Eve, Terrifier with the same name, and Terrifier 2. Yep. So yeah, you had the Ninth Circle was an internet short film that was released. I'll get to your question in a second, Duke. So the Ninth Circle, I think, came first, and that was a short film. And then Terrifier was the second short film with the girl in the car. And then because of that, they made All Hallows Eve. And All Hallows Eve is an anthology that's got a wraparound story that's new, the Ninth Circle short film, a new short film that is total hot garbage in the middle, a third film, which was the Terrifier short film, and then the end of the wraparound story. And I really love All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve 2, garbage. Talk about a turd you can't polish. It had nothing to do with the original, and it was just by name only, and Art the Clown wasn't in it. So then after All Hallows Eve anthology movie, you get Terrifier, and the movie that is all about art, and then you get Terrifier 2. So there's your brief history of Art the Clown. Was he? I couldn't see much in the cave. I'm curious why Michael was just standing in the cave until Corey came in. Like, doesn't a serial killer have hobbies? I don't think he was standing there, dude. I think he was literally, he barely could move. He almost looked like the damn Hunchback of Notre Dame there at one point where he could barely even move. But he dragged people down there. Here's what was he eating them? He ate a dog in the first movie. What was he dragging those people down there to do? If he kill one every once in a while, like every 6 months or so, they didn't even mention that billboard that was up about that Baxter girl that was missing. I wonder if Michael drug her down in there. Holy shit, I got a bunch of comments. Hold on a second. Cody. Yeah, but with Clown House, there was a lot of things that didn't look right in the movie, and even more so after you heard about. Yeah, I agree with that. I know what you're saying. You know what I meant though is that a lot of people don't even want to have anything to do with any of his movies, Powder or any of those movies. So I was glad he sold the Jeepers Creepers franchise off, but oh my God, I finally watched Jeepers Creepers Reborn. For as much good horror as we've had this year, that movie made the third one look good. It makes me want to go back and watch the third one again. That movie was so bad. Can't wait till it's on streaming. Yeah, I can't wait to see Terrifier 2. At Duke, I couldn't exactly tell, but I heard that he was doing something with the bodies. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard that. I don't know anybody has really come up with a good theory, but what was he eating? I wonder what he was eating down there. It's been 4 damn years. He had to eat something. We got to find out. Yeah, we need to find out what he did with the bodies. Duke, yeah, Michael just standing there for 4 years. Well, I don't think he was standing. I mean, in one part when they came back down there, I think he was like crouched down over in the corner. But yeah, I mean, what was he doing? Just walking around in there looking around? Hold on a second. I might have missed something. Shit, where were we? Sensational Cinema. I couldn't believe it. He is a creative fellow, LOL. Who are you talking about? Who's a creative fellow? Michael? Yeah, what was he doing down there? How about the Jerky Boys movie? Will they ever come to DVD, 4K, or Blu-ray? I thought maybe that would. I didn't particularly like it, but it had some aspects to it that I know back in the day it was really popular. I would think that they would eventually release on Blu-ray, but you never know. Maybe they'll have a manufactured on demand version. Well, actually, yeah, he is. Remember in 2018, the cop's head was a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, that's true. I remember that. And Duke's laughing his ass off. That's great, Jeff. I do think it was hinted he was eating the hobos. I don't know. I mean, yeah, what the hell was he eating down there? I ain't watched All Hallows Eve 2. Want to tall now. No art, no watch. Yeah, they got this weird dude that's got like a tree bark, like face, like, well, it's got eyes. Look at the cover of it. It looks like total garbage, and it is garbage. I don't remember liking any of the anthology stories, and they literally try to rip off the art wraparound story, where he's haunting them and going to come in the house. They literally ripped that off with this other character. Let me see if I can find it. Here's the cover images. Okay, here's the cover. You see that? It's like, well, I said tree bark. I can't tell. Maybe it's supposed to be part of a pumpkin. I guess it's supposed to be a pumpkin. It just looks like tree bark. But it's supposed to be like it's a part of a pumpkin face. It doesn't work. It's trash. I wish they released Spirit Halloween in Marcus theaters. Was told only certain theater chains required to film and wanted to see the loneliest boy in the world. The trailer was almost like Fido. Yeah, it looked pretty interesting. My wife and I were talking about that Spirit Halloween movie day. She was like, "Are you going to go see that Spirit Halloween?" I was like, "I don't know." But did you catch the stream where I did when we were talking about movies coming out, and I was talking about Violent Night with David Harbour as Santa Claus, where he's fighting the bad guys in it. That movie, it looks awesome. I want to see it. It looks so good. Reborn was garbage. $5 million budget and terrible green screens. Yeah, I think my little video where I had where Michael was going into the rest stop taking a shit with me doing a green screen looked better than the green screens in Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Me learning how to do green screens in 5 minutes was better than people spending $5 million on a movie. I thought he was trying to kill them to get energy, and Corey was the right body to be the Duracell he needed to get that full Pac-Man power pellet. No, I think he maybe he did kill him to get energy. I think that was more like he hulked up. He got an adrenaline rush when he killed that body. He hadn't experienced that in a while, and he kind of straightened up, but he never got back to full strength. And I do think it's more of internal to Michael about him feeling that, and not really supernatural. I'm Michael Myers. That hobo is a better Michael than the real ends Michael. That's true. And he had a knife and he was getting ready to use it too until Corey stuck him with it. I almost think Corey, that was, he had several moments in there that just kicked his evil into gear. And that was one where he was almost protecting himself. And then when he actually felt what it felt like to stab that guy, then he probably started thinking of that connection he made with Michael and was like, this is what it feels like. And then he kept doing it because he really only needs to stab that guy one time. Michael is actually artistic. You think if we looked up on the ceiling where we're going to see the bodies strung up there like in Jeepers Creepers? Yep, since 78. I agree. Ghost sheets, that takes effort. I really regret not doing something with a sheet in my skit for Halloween 78, but oh well. Michael would have had to cut out eye holes. That's true. The rains would have drowned his ass out of there. Those storm drains fill up. Well, maybe that's when he came out. Maybe he went out with the hobos when it rained. The crowdfunding for Camp Blood 666 Part 2 starts tomorrow. Depends. We'll see what kind of perks they have. It better be something cheap. One of my favorite shots of 78 is him with the sheet. Yeah, I love that, especially with him putting the glasses over. I mean, Michael was pretty smart if you think about it, some of the stuff he did. What did you guys think? Speaking, I was thinking of Michael, like how, he went behind the shrub. A lot of people were telling me, well, when Corey got the touch from Michael, then he was able to teleport, because he teleported behind Lori, and there was another part he teleported. I'm like, teleport? What is that's what's wrong with these people coming up with these bullshit theories, man. I'll take your word, Jeff. We have similar tastes. Yeah, that All Hallows Eve, dude, it is not worth the time. Don't even watch it. It's not good. Plenty of other good anthologies you probably haven't seen. Gotta have another smoke quick. Come on, man. You don't need to be smoking. We should better get the chat going before you need to smoke. I haven't caught the live stream since for a while. Yeah, is it because I moved the day? If it is, I mean, I'm willing to switch around. Seems like we're pretty lively tonight. Maybe I should go back to Sunday nights. The hobo's dead body was back in the tent. Yeah, I saw that. Did Corey come back and put him in there, or did Michael come out and put him in there? I think Corey did it to hide the body. I think that he wasn't fully consumed at that point. So it was like basically like, oh shit. But the one stupid thing he did, he had a knife that he stabbed him with and he threw it away. His fingerprints would have been on it. The bum said, hey, why did he let you out of there? So I think he was using the bodies to try and refuel, but he couldn't get enough. Probably he was so weak he couldn't come out very much, and maybe he was only killing bums at the time. I'm not sure. I always wondered who taught Michael how to drive. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that. If you think about it, though, back in the day, if the car isn't a stick shift, it isn't much to driving. So if he's 6 years old and he's in a car, maybe he witnessed his dad put it in gear and hit the gas. So the trailer ruined the kills at the doctor's pad. Well, it did, yeah, but it did make me wonder, who's doing the kills. You noticed that in the trailer they had the doctor's body in the pool. So my thought is, might have been ambiguous and you didn't know who killed the doctor, and then I like the way they changed it though, because it's really spooky. I don't know if you saw this, but if you watch the movie and you pay attention, when she gets to the outside and it's dark, you can literally see Corey in the dark stabbing the doctor over and over and over again. He's doing it before she turns the light on, and you can see it, and that's really weird and spooky, seeing that in the background. There's another scene that a lot of people didn't know that I caught. When Corey's falling down and you see the hobo on the side, when they do the first quick shot that's far away, you can see Michael walking over on the peripheral on the side, and then you notice he's probably coming up beside, and then he grabs his leg and pulls it. So you can see Michael walking in the background before he ever gets there. So what I was saying is the doctor's pad. So in the trailer, he's upside down in the pool. So wonder why they didn't show that. There's a lot of shit in the trailers that they didn't show. They didn't show Corey killing his mother at all. And a lot of that stuff is in the still photos and stuff that they released. Corey's mask was hideous, looked like shit from the Dollar Tree. I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of cheesy looking. They sell those vintage type masks at Spirit Halloween now. You get like a Frankenstein or Dracula. It was like a throwback, like a vintage looking type of mask. I mean, I know it was stupid looking, but I didn't notice that. That's so freaky. Yeah, with him, I'm going to put that scene in there when he's killing the doctor or whatever. I'm going to put that in my review and show. That is pretty spooky. I knew that was a doctor in the pool from the trailer. I noticed the gray hair. Yeah, me too. But why didn't they show him in the pool? I guess maybe they thought that the cooler kill was better. It was probably from the reshoot. Probably. They wanted to get some more shocking moments in there. Yeah, would love for Sunday night, but it seemed Michael didn't start growing power till he saw the evil in Corey. And by the way, what happened to Corey's body at the end? They showed it. I mean, it was in the house when Frank came in. It was laying down there. So he was dead when everybody came in. So I'm assuming the coroner and everybody picked him up. It'd have been different if they walked in and you saw their feet, but they all looked down when the cops came in slow motion and he was down there. So I don't think there's any way that they would have missed his body. And it was a cut where his body did disappear, though. The scarecrow mask was kind of throwback to Michael's clown mask. That's what I thought, where it was a cheesy, like little happy face type of thing. What about Corey's mom kissing him on the lips? Yeah, I mentioned that in a Facebook post where somebody was like, that mother deserved to be killed. And I was like, yeah, well, if nothing more, what about the damn kiss she gave him? I like to think Michael was roasting Corey's mask in his mind. Yeah. Like, what the hell is that thing? Yeah, that would have been funny. Yeah, Michael give him a weird look and tilt, like, take that damn mask off. I bet they cut out the incest scene with his mom or something like that. That's when he probably killed his mom. No, from what it was the exact same scene, and she grabbed a pillow or something to stop the knife, and you could see that was in one of my videos where you saw his hand come down with a knife, and everybody's like, "Is that Michael?" And I'm like, number one, his coveralls had elastic in the wrist, and number two, you could see the ring. So that was one of the things that I didn't like. They kept showing the ring on his hand, but then they never did anything with it. I think that was supposed to designate when it was him versus Michael, and you were supposed to use that as a tell, but then where Corey killed him when he didn't. Does Lori become the new Michael because it showed the mask then? Oh no. That was just closure, man. She wanted to keep that thing just to remember what she did. I don't think she becomes the new Michael at all. I think this storyline is over. They basically put him in the grinder. Corey's dead. Allison leaves. I mean, I think Lori's going to end up with Frank. All right, back. What do you think? You think just the way it ended, you think Lori, Blackest Eyes, you think Lori's going to just end up with Frank? I think they gave her her happy ending. Allison didn't die in this one. Um, the town called her a hero over the television, and they had all shit on her for her whole life. And in the past 4 years, everybody blamed her. Even the woman in the wheelchair was pushed to the procession to see his body dead. So I think everybody, when she killed Michael, they sell her as a hero, and I think that was pretty much closure. They turned our man into hamburger helper. Yeah, they sure did. There's no coming back from that. What did she mean? It takes a new shape. That just like they picked on Corey when he killed the kid, they didn't have Michael, so they blamed Corey. Before Corey, they were blaming Allison and Lori because think about it, the woman at the grocery store. Michael is gone, and what did you provoke him for? And what did you bring him back for? And what did you make him? Because look what he did. So, dude, it's the mob mentality again. Everybody's got to have somebody to blame. So evil takes a new shape. There's always going to be something that somebody blames, some new evil. There's nothing is perfect in the world. That's what I take it all as. For casual audiences, the marketing is misleading. Exactly. I said that at the beginning of the live stream. If you saw the marketing, you think this is Lori versus Michael, and then Michael's doing most of the killing. The fact that Corey isn't used and they don't show hardly any of the opening at all is pretty jarring when you actually sit and watch it. But because JEFFMAN316 to piece it together, if you watch my videos, like I said, that's why I wasn't as pissed off as most people were. Welcome back at Blackest Eyes. Yeah, both of you guys are cool. I appreciate you sticking around. Yeah, Laurie and Hawkins live happily ever after with the meats and cherry blossom. Yeah, well, it wasn't just meats, man. He gave her a whole basket of vegetables because that's what she picked on him about. Oops. You would think someone would have gifted Allison a newer car to drive. She was orphaned by Myers and lost all her friends. Someone in that town could hook her up with a car. You would think, but it's like she said, her and Lori, she got shit on just out of her connection to Lori, though. I think I guess she's lucky she had a job. Anybody would hire her. I agree. My spouse was confused after they saw the trailer. They're not a hardcore Halloween fan, just a casual. Yeah, and I think that's why Buzz, man, is going to drop this movie like a fucking lead balloon. Week 2, I don't think the box office, it made like 42 million, I think they said, which was a $30 million budget. Probably had like a $10 million promotional budget. It's already made its money back, but it's going to drop like a lead balloon because diehards are promoting this thing on the internet saying that it's trash. And casual viewers are going to hear that it's not a straight up Michael Myers movie. Thanks, Duke. Glad to be back. You think Corey killing his mother extended would be on the Blu-ray? Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the deleted scenes. That's probably too important. I don't know why they cut it. They just showed the aftermath. That's one character. Like I was saying in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Netflix, that those characters you're sitting there going, can you please kill this person? She was one of those characters. I was like, there's only one main character in this movie other than the bullies. And there really only two of the bullies. The other two were more like, drag-alongs, like they just hung out with them because that mother, man, was immediately, you were like, can you please kill this character? Meats, veggies, and cherry blossoms. Yep. That's all they needed to have a happy ending. Makes no sense. Show Michael grow in power, then lost at the end. It was like a roller coaster. Well, he was literally locked in a position, almost like a fetal position. I think I mentioned it in my review. It's more like a person who's been sitting around for years and has got atrophy. He didn't use his muscles. He didn't use anything. So killing that cop just gave him enough to kind of get his wits about him to just to get to the point where he could move around good. Thanks for the giveaway. I'll send you my info. Look forward to Sterling unboxing. Too sweet, brother. Too sweet. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, so hey, Cody, if I did a watch along, you want to do it on Friday or Sunday? I hope so, 825. I wanted to see her die. She was a bitch. Exactly. Blackest Eyes. If I did a watch along next Sunday night, would you hop on here? What time you want me to do it? I want to watch this and want to hear you guys. So let's talk about it. If Corey was introduced in 2018 and briefly was shown being more and more obsessed with Myers, it would have made ends fit. Or is it still shit because Myers doesn't need help? I don't think Myers got help. I think Corey needed help. And I think, yeah, I'd said that earlier. Corey should have been a minor character shown at the school dance, or maybe he had a run-in during that segment where Myers was on the street. But they didn't think of this damn story until they were in isolation because of COVID. So it was too late then. They didn't think of any of this story and that's probably their downfall. They didn't think of it as a trilogy. There's not enough meat and potatoes here to fill up 3 movies if you think about it without introducing Corey. It's probably only enough for 2.5 movies at the most. The stepdad was all Corey had. Yeah, and he was pretty pathetic too, but at least he gave him a motorcycle. He didn't defend him to that mother at all. It's like he was scared of her too. It's like, hey, David Gordon Green, Jaws didn't need a partner. Like I said, I don't think of them as partners. I think Corey took advantage of Michael's weakness and then used it to. I really think at the beginning, Corey wanted to lead the people to Michael until Corey really got quote unquote like totally evil and went down and took his mask. That was the moment where he just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go do it myself and disguise it as Michael doing it. But if you saw, that had repercussions because that was the final straw that brought Michael back. Because as soon as he pulled the mask off and left, Michael did his OG setup. And I think that was when Michael was basically like, yeah, I'm going to find this guy. He probably is going to end up at Laurie's eventually because that's where he saw him before. And then Michael made his way to Laurie's and basically waited it out. How did he have power after 40 years in 2018? He didn't have any power. What power are you talking about? Like, what power did he have in 2018? He got shot in 78 and spent 40 years in prison and basically just, sat there. He had already gotten medical attention and he was fine. I don't think he got power. I think when he killed a few people, it probably gave him that adrenaline rush and like it sparked his evil again of like, oh, I missed this. Because the people that he killed at the beginning of 2018 were unsuspecting victims that didn't have any fight in them or they didn't even know he was around. So he didn't really need any power at that point. And he was all 100% healthy. Definitely, Jeff. Yeah, he was 100% healthy, ready to rock and roll. I thought the commentary from the redhead was odd. It's like, if your grandmother was in love with Michael Myers before Allison told her to shut up, I'm like, What is the context of all this? That girl was just a ditzy bitch and didn't know what she was talking about. She was trying to, in a weird way, make a connection with Allison, even though she didn't know how to do that because she was basically, a bully herself, especially after Lori held his hand when he died. Yeah, that's true. I'm dumbfounded how four people couldn't come up with a better script. Me too. It's well written for what it is, but for a Halloween movie, it was just weird that this is what they came up with. I see a funny thumbnail of Michael holding Corey on the back of the bike. Yeah, I saw that as well. And they were like, "Is that an extended scene?" I want Michael holding Corey t-shirt. No, I don't want that at all. I did think in one moment Michael was on the back of the bike while Corey, my eyes played tricks on me, just Allison. I thought those scenes were cool, the transitions. Pardon my language I'm going to use here, but so Corey goes out and gets with Michael, has a kill, goes, wants to be with Allison. And then he goes, and when he gets all jazzed up to where he's ready to kill, then he takes it up a notch with Allison and then goes fucks her. And I told somebody on a live stream Friday night, or was it on a live stream, or maybe I was just chatting with them. What do you do if Allison's pregnant now? Maybe that's the new evil. And Lori wouldn't be around to stop it from being born. He laughed, LOL. I've heard mixed reviews of Halloween Ends. You either love it or hate it. I haven't seen it yet, but thanks for the spoilers. I'll be seeing it next weekend for sure. Looking forward to it. Hey, man, I said at the very beginning, if we're talking ends, people had already started mentioning spoilers, so I apologize. But yeah, you should watch it. Give me your opinion after you do. They were partners. Just picture Myers and Corey riding a motorcycle to the doctors to go kill so Myers can juice up. When Michael stabbed Doug, he looked like he nutted. I personally don't think that Corey and Michael went to the doctors together. Corey killed that doctor and almost looked surprised when Myers popped out. So I don't think he knew that Myers had followed him there. But you said that he wasn't using his muscles in 4 years, and in kills he was still strong toward the end. Dude, it's totally different. It's totally different laying in one spot and not moving much and having atrophy in your muscles than actually. I think while he was doing the kills in Halloween Kills, it was giving him that rush, that adrenaline, pumping up his evil, making him stronger. And then that was over. And then it's 4 years later and he's barely even killed anybody. And he's laying down in the sewer and all of those injuries. Look, he got stabbed 3 or 4 times in the gut. He got a pitchfork in the back. He got a knife in the back of his shoulder blades. He got shot in the face, in the side of the face. He got his hand basically cut in half, blown off. He got hit with 2x4s or whatever they were. That woman probably hit him with that clothes iron. What other damage did he take? He took all of that damage and then disappeared and went down in the sewer, man. He was rotting to death down there. Nothing was going to give him power down there. Needed Eminem training montage to get back in shape. Yeah, like he rockied up. That would be kind of cool. Training. Yeah, I understood what you said. I'd literally laugh my ass off if that's a scene. Someone needs to deep fake that. Yeah, that would have been cool. Somebody. I did see Drum Dums. The reviewer do a thing where he was like Michael Myers in his mask running and doing like a training montage from Rocky. So no worries, man. All good. That's a good one, Jeff. I bet she's prego. Evil turning into a sperm. Yeah. So if evil can be transferred by a look, imagine what happens when you get evil sperm injected into you. Evil rides tonight. I knew you were going to say that. I was just waiting. Yeah, he was riding something all right. The blackest eyes, I snorted. Blumhouse found a way to plant their money machine seed. Allison's birth, the omen meets Halloween. Yeah, I mentioned that to Peter Anthony. I think it was on the side. And he said he and I should write that and he should do that as a fan film. I thought the same thing. Michael bust a nut. That's the quote of the night right there. If anybody watches his live stream, Michael bust a nut. Evil rides tonight. I agree. Sensational cinema. It did look like he He big finished after team killing it. Yeah, somebody said, you know, it looked like Michael had an orgasm. He was like, the blackest eye said that. Yeah, that was funny. But like I said, you know, she slept with Corey too, so you got multiple chances there of having evil orgasms in this movie. That's pretty funny. All right, well, I don't think anybody's chimed in. I keep asking the same question. I want to do a watch along with this so we can bust on this fucking thing and talk about it. So, do we want to do it next Sunday night? Paper planes fly tonight. Yeah, that was kind of cheesy. In 2019, do kids still make paper planes? I mentioned that to my son, who's like 20 now, and I think, we would just laugh about that shit. It was like nobody would be making paper airplanes. They're watching The Thing. That's exactly what it was. Had to be. Well, they made him more human in this one, just like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I like the supernatural element. I don't. See, I'm different. I like the Michael is a human, but he's superhuman. That's the aspect I like. That's what John Carpenter kind of wanted, even though he might have said something a little bit different than that. But he wanted him to die in Halloween 2. He didn't even want to make Halloween 2. And then they made him, and then he did it, and then he killed him off at the end, and he wanted that to be it. So I'm pretty sure Carpenter's probably glad his version of Michael is dead. And then all those other one timelines, those are other people's creations. Next Sunday, what time? Let's do it. Whatever time, and probably later. I don't. If I do it at 8 o'clock, nobody shows up. Do we want to do it at 10? Do we want to do it at 9? I'm Eastern time, next Sunday. So I was so happy to see Sheriff Brackett returning kills, but was let down that he didn't even get a single shot on him. Yeah, it's kind of like Nurse Marion. I was upset that she didn't. She got one little good line on him and then died again. I was agreeing with you, bro. Not trying to steal your thunder. No, I know that's fine. The kid turning into a new young Myers would have been good though. The kid was a mean ass thing. You talking about the kid at the beginning, or you talking about if they have a kid? I don't understand that part. So is Doug still on here? Hey Doug, would you be free next Sunday night if we wanted to watch some of this thing? I'm a night owl, so whatever works best. Yeah. So we're going to do it next Sunday night at 10. We're going to all get together and watch Halloween Ends. The one that starts. That's when you're talking about the kid. Yeah, that kid was a little bastard, man. I mean, he called him ugly, treated him like shit, turning over stuff in the house. And you would think with a house that big, there would be some more stuff they could do other than making paper airplanes. Or was it one of those like tall, skinny houses where it only got a couple rooms on each floor or something? I just thought that was a weird ass way to the way that house was designed. But I will say this: I knew going into it that the kid died, and it still was very jarring when it happened. When you saw him hit and his head whiplash back, that was pretty shocking. But don't have access to it. Well, you could sit around and bullshit with us. Do I have a? Do you have a fast internet connection? Let's just say that I've got it downloaded. I don't know if Peacock has a free trial or not. Let's look and see. We need to work on getting Doug access to this movie. What we got to do? We need to help Doug. We need Doug to watch Halloween Ends on Peacock. Peacock free trial. I don't know. It says it used to have a 7-day free trial. I don't know. We need to get Doug a way to watch Halloween Ends. What are we going to do? It was chosen for that staircase. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll make sure I'm on Sunday. I'm different time zone. So you're 9 or 10. I don't know what time it. Well, it is 11:47 for me. I'm on the East Coast. So if I start at 10 o'clock my time, it'll go off at right around this time right now that we're on here. I love that house, all the staircase, ultimate house to play hide and seek. I have Peacock. I will push play along with all you. What we'll do is I'll try to get on about 5-10 minutes early. So like 10 minutes to 10. And then we'll all queue it up and get it ready. And then we'll say, let's go, as I say, right at 10 o'clock, and we'll hit the button. 4:46 in the morning. You in England? Where are you at? I had somebody that worked for me that went to England and worked remote. I think it's $4.99 a month, then cancel. Yeah, dude, subscribe for 1 month and then cancel it for free. Not that I'm saying watch it illegally. No, we would never say that. David Gordon Green is a good director, but the scripts are C-. Did you know David Gordon Green directed Pineapple Express? Okay, like 6-hour gap. It's up to you, man. If you're willing to do it, I'm on here. I'm gonna tomorrow or the next day, I'll go ahead and post it on that. We're gonna do the next JEFFMAN316 Let's Talk Movies live on next Sunday at 10, and we're gonna have a watch party for Halloween Ends. Maybe we should start doing that once a month. Do watch parties, and we can pick movies and watch them at the same time together. Yeah, UK I am. I think you told me that one time. That's why I remembered it, but I didn't remember if that was you. I had a couple guys from the UK. That's pretty damn cool. Somebody from rural Virginia in the US as a YouTube channel, and somebody from the UK is watching it. That's pretty fucking cool, even if I do say so myself. What do you guys think? I'm trying to see if it's got a Peacock free trial. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm about losing my voice, man. If David Gordon Green did Pineapple Express, then everything makes sense all of a sudden. He did Pineapple Express. He directed it. I was watching it the other day and didn't even remember that. And then his name popped up, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, bro, evil never sleeps. You're in California. So when it's 10 o'clock for me, it's 7 o'clock for you. So that'll work. So you're going to be on there next Sunday? I mean, I'm willing to do it even if we only have 2 or 3 people that commit, because it's not going to be fun unless we can bitch and make fun of the movie. Because what might be cool is if I could use it as kind of like the watch along could be a running commentary for somebody if they want to watch it, and listen to it in the future. Says $19.99 a full year using fall 22 coupon. If you can get Peacock for $20 for the whole year, you should do it. There's a lot of good stuff on there, especially you'll get your money's worth for the rest of October. There's a ton of horror content that they got on there. I bought some Pineapple Express last week. Oh, you did, eh? That movie is weird. Think about that. It starts off as like a really funny comedy, and then the guy gets killed, and then that thing turns into bonkers, batshit crazy for the rest of the movie. When is the next Dollar Tree drop? Yeah, because of this Halloween shit, we got a mini drop 2 weeks ago locally, and I got like 4 videos that I've created that I got to work on tomorrow and post. So, my stores in Virginia are always late. So, I went in 4 different stores, and each one of them had 1 box. So they're not getting a lot, and they all had a lot of repeat titles. So when you watch my videos, they're going to, you'll see a lot of different ones, but they do have new ones sprinkled in there. So, watch out. The Black Phone's on there. Yeah, Black Phone is on there. The Chucky movies are on there. The Halloween movies, some of them are on there. The Universal ones, anyway. I'll have to wait until Friday. That's fine, brother. You only need it. Yeah, as long as you do it by Sunday night, then you can come on here and join us at 10 o'clock. I think it's cool as well. Get to meet horror fans across the globe. Yeah, I mean, that was another reason I did it, is I like to, I don't have as many horror. It's not just horror. I mean, if you notice, I like a lot of stuff. I like most movies, most genres, I mean. But horror is my favorite because it's so easy to talk about it. And it's, you got so many different types of horror. When I get paid. Yeah, no problem, brother. So, we'll do it on Sunday. We'll move it, and that way we can all enjoy it again. Like I said, I think I liked it more the second time. So maybe a third time's a charm. I'm still going to go ahead and post my review though, and it won't be quite as in depth as some of the other ones because I think my opinion may on this one may fluctuate a little bit. I've only watched a few first half of the first show, so I haven't caught up with it yet. So it looked okay. I liked what I saw. Chucky, it's hard to not. Well, I was gonna say it's hard to hate Chucky, but they did that in a couple of movies toward the end. But Chucky's such a fun character if he's done right. I didn't like that reboot much at all. They tried, but they didn't get it right. And I think I'm about half losing my voice. I really didn't plan on coming here doing a live stream, but you guys rule. I was wondering if anybody would show up. I kind of half thought nobody would, so I need to give myself more credit. So either way, and see, I'm such a poor YouTuber. I mean, as far as I don't do my channel right. Look, anybody new that popped up where I didn't have my banner running, telling them to subscribe. That you could send me a super chat. See, I'm such a bad YouTuber. I forget to do all that kind of shit. I didn't create an intro for this one because I didn't know we were going to be in here talking. So, oh well. And like I said, I need to give myself some more credit. Oh, you talking about it's on there? I don't know if it's on there or not. If it is, it's going to be delayed. They never would put they may do like last year and put the whole season on there at once. Same. I love genres, even like a few musicals. Ghost is romantic and I love it. Mannequin. Oh, I love Mannequin. Mannequin 2 on the Move, not so much. I love the first 3 Police Academy movies. I even like Jaws, and if you watch Jaws 3D, that's the one I meant. It's even pretty good in 3D. It was fun. Nice chat, everybody. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. It's really cool when you get when I got such cool people popping up in here. You guys rule. Spread the word though. Any of your friends, get them onto the channel, and you guys leave comments. I need some thoughts, some ideas of content coming up. I want to brainstorm with you guys. If you like my opinion on movies, it'll be fun for me to be able to give, have some conversations about stuff you guys like. It's fun. I like this. This is our little club. That's what this is supposed to be. I mean, I want somebody to talk movies with. I've already, some of the guys in my House Cream series have agreed to come on here. So maybe one of the nights I can get those guys on here and you can meet some of them. That's a couple of them are nice guys. I'm the oldest elder of the group, so they tend to, what do you want to call, like, stay in their little packs. And they don't. I talk with them, and I'm going to be on one of their live streams, but they've already tend to get their little cliques together. Only like Jaws 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to pick, it's only going to be the first 2, but I will find positives even in the third one. And it's a way better movie when you watch it in real 3D. I'll try, Jeff. I'm in a few horror streams. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just want you guys spread the word. Any of that you guys, if you enjoy my content, it's just me being me. I don't do anything on here where I'm trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I just like movies and I like talking about them. So, and I started with physical media, and obviously that'll probably go away. I'm not on much social media either. That's why I probably haven't grown as much as I should. I forget to throw shit out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook or whatever. And when I do, I'm always like behind, but I'll get there. I have a job that I work like 50 hours a week, and I'm a vice president of a company. So, my work takes up a lot of my time. So, I do this kind of stuff just when I have free time. So if you ever laugh because you see me wear the same shirt 3 or 4 videos in a row, it's because Sunday afternoons I usually record a bunch of videos, and then I'll try to edit one every day or so and put it out there. Duke, we're the Midnight Society. Yeah, we're on late. You're later than us, obviously, but yeah, Duke, you're always welcome here. I love the little avatar you got of Patrick there. And see, you said you were shy and you chimed in a lot tonight. So be prepared to come with whether it's love or hate for Halloween Ends when we watch that next week. So yeah, I appreciate it, and just let everybody know. watching the first Mummy film on my Universal Monsters collection set. Did you get the is that the 4K set? I almost bought the 4K set. I already own it. I speaking of Halloween and Universal Monsters, I remember the day I bought Halloween 2018 on 4K, and it gave me enough points to where I got the Universal Monster set, the Blu-ray set, free from Universal as a gift, and got it in the mail. The other thing I got was the Halloween 2018 poster. I was able to use that. So if you guys ever get any of those Universal ones that have points and codes and stuff that you don't use, throw them my way, because I always use those things. That's a cool name, the Midnight Society. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we should brand that. But we're not on at midnight. I mean, we usually go off at midnight, so it would kind of be false advertising. Thanks for being so welcoming, guys. I'll sure to chime in often now. Yeah, man, don't be afraid. Look, I told my son had the idea of doing something on YouTube a year before I did, and he didn't do it. And then I'm not going to say who, but I mentioned it to a couple people in my life. Let's just say it that way. And basically, they were like, "What the hell? Who's going to watch you on YouTube?" And I didn't do it. So I wished I had started the year before when I had the idea, because if you go back and look at some of my early videos, they are cringe, and it's almost like I didn't want to talk and I didn't want to speak. I know I've got a southern drawl sometimes. I had people bully me when I was young, make fun of the way I spoke. I didn't want to be in public. I didn't want to speak. But being promoted at work and put in a position where I mentor people or whatever, really helped me grow, and it got me to the point where it gave me more confidence to where I'd want to do something like that. So never let anybody, never let anybody tell you can't do something, because like I said, I wished I had done it a lot longer. I'd have met you guys maybe a lot earlier. I'll back you up, Duke, if anyone gives you shit. So will I. We'll all back each other up here. Like I said, you can love any movie, you can hate any movie. I'm not going to attack anybody personally. I've gotten attacked for saying that I liked Halloween Ends, and it's crap. Blu-ray set has all the movies. I finished Dracula and Frankenstein yesterday. Yeah, I want to go back and watch some of those, because those movies are really good, really cool. I love watching some of those old ones. It's 1 a.m. here, so we really are the Midnight Society for part of you guys. You know what? As a tribute to you guys, when I do the little thumbnails, I might put a little mini logo on the side saying that. I'm waiting for the steelbook for the Universal Monster Horror Icon Volume 2. Yeah, I mean, if I buy steelbooks for everything, I'll be broke. There's a lot of movies, if you've noticed, that come out. I just can't afford to get them right now. I got a lot of bills. It's from the series Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Goosebumps copycat, but better. Yeah, I like Are You Afraid of the Dark? I was always a fan of that. Dude, good chat tonight. Yep. Everyone made a good chat tonight. Yep. As Cody said, too sweet. Everybody was awesome. Thanks, everyone. I would like to see some of the films that Hammer made of Dracula starring Christopher Lee. Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't like any of those, and I was not really a Christopher Lee fan. I thought he was all kind of wooden. His acting style wasn't for me. But as I've gotten older, he was up for the Loomis part in Halloween. They chose, like, they wanted like one of the horror icons, so it was like Christopher Lee. I forget who the other one was. A couple of those guys, and they all read it and shot it down. And Christopher Lee, hey, look at it. You're saying they're trying to get Christopher Lee for Halloween 6 to play opposite of Donald. Yeah, I think he was on the short list for Loomis in the first one, and he was kind of pissed that he turned it down after he saw what it turned into. I don't understand that mentality. If I disagree, oh well, I respect your opinion. That's the way I am. I don't know why society is just toxic, which is, I respect Halloween Kills and a little bit of what is said in Halloween Ends, because I've experienced it a little bit just being a small YouTuber. Dude, I got attacked. People have blocked me because they were like, well, I thought you were this, or I thought you liked this, or I thought you weren't. And they've blocked me on social media. I got a guy who sent me a message on Facebook Messenger that said, I saw what you said, I'm going to kill you. And so I had to report him. People are in this world are just crazy. You can't think for yourselves anymore. Just care if you think 8K disc will eventually be released, or do you think 4K is as far as they'll go for physical media? I don't think they'll do 8K discs. I think it'll probably take up too much space. They're already having production issues in the world as far as distribution and stuff. Now you may get 8K streaming and you may get 8K TVs, but I don't really think they're going to go with 8K discs too much. I mean, stores like Walmart and stuff don't even have sell the 4Ks anyway. Yeah, weren't the Hammer films like British? And see, they're not prudes like we are. British doesn't mind; they don't mind nudity, but they don't like violence as much. We, on the other hand, love violence, and we don't want to see a nipple from a woman on television. What the actual? Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking. I mean, I block those people, and there's no room in my life for negativity. I got enough bullshit going on where I don't need somebody telling me they're going to kill me because I liked a movie. That's why, I like I mentioned what I said at the beginning of the stream. People are apologizing for liking ends. Fuck that, dude. Probably would have made ends better if they put nudity in it. You noticed Halloween, most of the movies don't have it. Like Halloween 1 had a little bit of what I would call brief nudity. And then I heard Weinstein liked the girl from Curse of Michael Myers so much that she tried out for the part of what was the main girl's name? Should I forget? But when she didn't get it, he talked her into doing it just so that he could see her nude. Weinstein was gross back then. That's why I'm scared to talk these days. Well, you don't have to worry about that here, because I will tell you, if you're on one of my live streams and anybody attacks me or attacks you or anybody, they're fucking getting blocked. And then I'm going on to YouTube and I'm going to report them and I'm going to block them there where they won't even be able to come on there. There's no room for that in the world. This is escapism. Movies are supposed to be a way to escape from the real world, enjoy something, talk about it, look for deeper meanings, look for how the movies connect, look for characters, what you like. It's to be talking about some shit to get your mind off the real world. It's not to drag the real world into this and have to deal with people bullying each other. That's horseshit. Even if you hated 78, I'd still be here shooting the shit with you, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might would have to kick you out of the group if you didn't like 78. No, I'm just kidding. I wish they would have included Loomis in ends. In 2018, there was a fan theory about Aaron being Loomis's son. I do wish they had done a flashback. See, I think the Corey shit would have worked is if you had done some of his stuff as flashbacks and have it to where he's already having issues and dating Allison at the beginning. I heard they were maybe going to meet in therapy and they didn't do anything with that. I'm looking forward to the new Evil Dead movie. So am I. That looks really good. I love Evil Dead, the 2013 movie. It is so good. I love it. That 4K disc looks great. Anytime the blood is on the screen, it looks amazing. My mom don't like loads of films I like. Well, neither does mine. My mom doesn't like when she hears me say the F word on my live stream. Not me, Duke. I stick it to the man. I aspire to have your steel balls one day at the Blackest Eyes. Yeah, me too. I like your balls. I wish I had big balls like you. Do you guys think there will be a Jamie Halloween film now? I'm not saying there will be, but I do think that's one of the logical jumping off points is that now she's in her 40s in real life, early 40s, I think, to have a movie to where that version of Michael could be coming after her or her family. Yeah, I do think that's realistic. I say what I like, so do I. And then that's what I'm saying. I like Halloween ends, and I'm going to just say that. LGBT is gay. Sensational. I see a lot of support, but I can't see it happening. I can see her getting a cameo, but I don't know. They're either going to have to do something like that or they're going to have to reboot it. Where else are you going to go? You're going to go after the Cult of Thorn? I don't want to see that at all. There's a dude that supports my channel that's doing a fan film that's coming after Resurrection. He kind of wants to give Resurrection, that storyline, a good name because of how poorly they, thought that shit out. Elbow cough. I'm literally losing my voice. I'm going to have to get off here in a second. So either way, I like your balls. Well, if you mean me, I appreciate that. I wonder if Scream Factory would do the Rob Zombie films in 4K, the two Halloween films that he did. Somebody said in one of the live streams I did recently that they thought that there may be a rights issue now with those movies because did Paramount buy Miramax? I don't remember. Either way, Scream Factory has licensed shit from everybody, so I do think that they'll release it. Growing up, I would watch Halloween around Halloween time. The famous music was playing, and my mom said to turn it off. It's scaring the birds. We had two parrots like 15 years ago. That's cool. I like that story. I used to watch Halloween mostly around Halloween until I started digging into the movie more and liking it. And then I just like everything about the design. One of my videos that I'm going to write, but I want to spend some time writing it, I told somebody is the just how similar Jaws and Halloween is. They've got so much symmetry between the two of them. He said, "Oh, I used to do unboxing videos, but just can't seem to get back into it. Like I bought off eBay an Addams Family Reunion promo shirt. You bought a Universal Monsters bomber jacket? That's cool. I like to see that. Yeah, I mean, I don't do as many unboxings as I used to on the channel. They just don't get a lot of views, but I'm going to unbox that Sterling Entertainment box set that I got because I know Cody likes that stuff, and there's a few other people that like it. Plus, David Sterling did tell me the unboxing I did of the Meat Hook Massacre. He downloaded it, and then he's going to include it on one of his releases. So JEFFMAN will get an unboxing on an actual physical media release that somebody puts out. That's a pretty cool. I have nothing against gay people, by the way, just messing. Oh, I know. I mean, here's my version of tolerable. You don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. Anything you want to do, you have the right to do it as a human being, as long as you don't infringe on my rights and tell me what I can and can't do. That's about as deep as I get. Did you like my beginning of Halloween Kills when Michael couldn't decide why Lori and him couldn't connect? And I did Deep Thoughts with Michael Myers. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, we've been on here for 2 hours. So I love you guys, but I'm going to have to get some rest. And I need to get something to drink. It's Miller time, as they say. Duke's laughing. All right, well, I appreciate all you guys. And like I said, watch out for the ends review. Do me a favor, because I know I'm going to get blasted for liking it. Put some comments down below that supports me. That way everybody knows. I got a few comments to get through. Been a while since we had a new Friday the 13th movie. In Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I think you're going to get a Friday the 13th movie next year from what they're hinting at. So was Christine the motorcycle because it was a piece of shit that Corey seemed to get that bike to run all over town? Nope. Michael Myers was Christine, if you ask me. Watch my video. I explained what I thought about that. I did do the unboxing video for the giveaway I won from you. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I know. I remember you and I were talking about that. I appreciated it. I saw it when you did it. Everybody's laughing. What are you guys smoking? Take care. Been fun. Yeah, peace, brother. Come back. And if you're free Sunday, come back for the watch along. Peace out, brothers. Or you guys. Yeah. I love all you guys. You bet. Have a good night. Thanks for the chit chat. Talk to you guys in the next one. And yes, we will support you. I know you will. I just wanted to say it out loud. Good night, Midnight Society. Stay classy. Yeah, you guys be safe out there. Hey, look, I got a super chat. Wait a minute. Look at that. I'm dancing. I got a super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Mark. I got one from Peter Anthony in the last one. Woo, I'm on a roll. I got two. The Midnight Society rides again. Yeehaw. See y'all Sunday. Pineapple Express. Would you do an Ernest film unboxing? Hell yeah, I would do an Ernest film unboxing, but I haven't bought any Ernest films. You got an Ernest film you want to send to me? I'll unbox it and watch it. He laughed. Yeehaw. Yay, super chat. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shit, I'm shitting in high cotton, bro. I got $2 super chat. Peter Anthony sent me a $5 one. Hey, just so you know, I'm gonna do every year. I'm gonna do my Jeffy Awards. Go back and watch the ones from 2021. So at the end of the year, so right at the beginning of January, I'm going to close out, and it's going to be, the best of categories. Like, you go back and watch it, you'll see some of the stuff. Yeah, giddy up. Official Grimlord. Hello, hello. Are you from England? Wish I could support, but dude, coming here chatting, getting the buzz out. We obviously started a little bit of spreading the word there, because I ended up twice getting porn comments on here, which means I was in the algorithm for a few minutes. So yeah, just chatting and commenting and liking and spreading the word. That's anything above and beyond that, I can't, I can't really ask. But anybody that does send it, I hope I appreciate it. I buy a lot of Dollar Tree movies, and I've invested every super chat that I've ever gotten, and I've gotten probably 5-6 of them into my Dollar Tree purchases. See you Sunday at 9 my time, since I'm an hour ahead. Yep. See you, Dougie Fresh. Can't wait. That's gonna be fun. So I'll go ahead and end it like I normally do. To let you guys thank everybody. Appreciate it. Anybody who watches this after the fact. This was impromptu, so sorry for the rambling. I like to get more actual content going where we choose the topics in advance. But the next one is next Sunday night at 10 o'clock. We're doing Halloween Ends live stream. We're going to do a watch along. I'm going to be on here about 10 minutes early, and then we'll start it at 10 o'clock. We'll all hit the button together, and we'll watch it. So like I said, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Keep supporting me any way you can. Until next time, boys and girls, this is JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter, signing out, saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.